Talking about Hamas while discrediting Palestinian lives is the upholding of white supremacy.
Everything that they do is justified.
Including what happened last week?
Every single thing they have done is justified.
Let me read to you the definition of the word insanity so you know that I'm not using it out of context. One definition is extreme foolishness or irrationality. A second is inability to think and behave in ways considered to be normal and rational, especially on account of serious mental illness and not in current technical use. It says, here's the thing. Insanity is a person who is being extremely foolish or irrational or doesn't have the ability, and this is very key, doesn't have the ability to think or behave in a rational or normal way. You know that there can be people who we would typically call normal people. However, they are completely insane because they have removed from themselves the willingness and the ability to think rationally. And that is because they have subscribed to a doctrine, and that doctrine dictates how they think, and they no longer think as a mind thinks. Even within doctrine, I am a person who studies doctrine, who studies religion, who studies Judaism. Even within doctrine, there is thought, there is thinking, there is a way of understanding things. When you watch this clip, you're going to see what irrational is. Now, these seem to be normal people. They don't look like they have mental illness at all, and they don't, but they are completely insane.
7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Israel is a terrorist state.
Hamas is not a terrorist group.
Oh, it isn't, ma'am.
First,
From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Hi, ma'am. What brings you out to this demonstration today?
well, with everything that's going on in Gaza and Palestine, we're here to support our people.
What do you make of what happened last week in Israel that seems to be the trigger for the incursion into Gaza City?
I don't care. For the last 75 years, our people have been dying on Israel's hands. So, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Talking about Hamas while discrediting Palestinian lives is the upholding of white supremacy.
Everything that they do is justified.
Including what happened last week?
Every single thing they have done is justified.
Islam doesn't allow us to kill babies, children, and all that. There are rules for the war, so that's what
Those non-Muslim terrorists last week in Israel?
I just don't want to comment on that.
Canada deems Hamas a terrorist organization.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Oh, you
Canada,
don't?
Yeah, so Canada does not deem Israel a terrorist or a terrorist country.
Are they the same?
As Muslims, they cannot kill children and they cannot kill women.
So what happened last week?
What happened last week is that you need to fucking educate yourself.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Celebration Square in Mississauga, Ontario. And what, pray tell, is being celebrated today? Well, behind me, there are about, I'd estimate, 200 demonstrators who are essentially celebrating the massacre of some 1,300 Israeli citizens. They are celebrating the terrorist group Hamas. They are celebrating the ongoing carnage in Israel and Gaza. And I mean, the signs are very telling. Down with Israeli apartheid, denounce murderous Zionist war on Gaza. And yet it was only 1 week ago today, folks, that we saw that bloodbath erupt in Israel when innocent Israel civilians were literally butchered in the street, raped, kidnapped, even reports of babies being beheaded. And again, I stress, I am in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, not Ramallah, not Gaza City. And yet, contrasting this to what we saw in Ottawa last year with the trucker convoy, don't expect blackface to infer that these people are Nazis, even though Hamas, I think, meets the definition of an Islamo-Nazi group. And don't expect anyone here to have their bank accounts frozen, and certainly don't expect anyone here to be arrested and put in solitary Tamara Leach style The double standard is downright appalling, is it not? Well, folks, one of the reasons we're here today is that you really can't expect the mainstream media to tell the truth. Heck, CBC won't even refer to a terrorist organization as a terrorist organization. Can you kindly go to...
This video is just one of an endless number of videos. This video took place immediately after October 7th. And that only brings out the extremity of the insanity, of the inability for people, and the unwillingness of people to think rationally, but just to think in an indoctrinated fashion. And in fact, right now, as I'm recording this, the ceasefire has just taken place that President Trump has just pulled off just before the second anniversary, or just after the second anniversary of October 7th. And we don't hear a single word from all of these protesters who has said, we want a ceasefire. There's a total destruction of the Gazans that's going on, all of that stuff. And suddenly, when they supposedly are getting what they want, they are dead quiet. And that's because this is all truly indoctrination, and indoctrination is insanity. And when we don't call insanity out for what it is, we actually give space for insanity to grow in the world. And living in an insane world is equal to living in a very dangerous world.